Good morning, sir. My name is K. Cherny from second year EEE section. My roll number is 244Z580202 and my topic is sample and whole circuit. Introduction to sample and whole circuit. Sample and whole circuits are essential components in analog to digital conversion. They capture and maintain a sample of an analog signal for a specified period. These circuits are widely used in various applications, including data acquisition and signal processing. This is the sample and hold circuit and basic functionality of sample and hold circuit. The primary function of an sample and hold circuit is to hold the voltage constant for a specific duration. This process allows the analog signal to be read or proceed without fluctuations. The circuit typically consists of a switch, capacitor, and buffer amplifier to achieve its function. Key components of sample and hold circuit. The main components of an sample and hold circuit include a switch, capacitor, and an amplifier. The switch is responsible for connecting the input signal to the capacitor when sampling. The amplifier buffer that help voltage to ensure it remains stable and can drive sustained circuits. An operating principle of an sample and hold circuit. During the sampling phase, the switch closes, allowing the capacitor to charge to the input signal's voltage. Once the switch opens, the capacitor retains the charge, effectively holding the voltage. The output can then be used for further processing or conversion to digital form. Types of sample and hold circuits. They are sample and hold circuits can be classified into two main types. They are track and hold sample circuit and sample and hold circuits. The track and hold circuits are continuously follow the input signal until the hold command is issued. Sample and hold circuits take discrete sample at specific intervals, holding them until the next sample. These two are the types of sample and hold circuits and applications of sample and hold circuits. Sample and hold circuits are critical in analog to digital conversion, that means ADCS, facilitating accurate signal conversion. The sample circuits are mainly used to convert the analog to digital and fluctuating accurate signal conversion. They are also used in digital signal processing to maintain signal integrity during sampling. And the sample and hold circuit is also used for digital signal processing to maintain signal integrity. And other application of sample and hold circuit is include oscilloscope, data acquisition system, and telecommunication. The sample and hold circuits is also used in oscilloscope and telecommunication and other. And here advantages of sample and hold circuit is sample and hold circuit improves the accuracy of analog measurement by stabilizing the signal. They enable the processing of high frequency signal that would otherwise be challenging to sample accurate. And the circuits also help reduce noise and distortion in the output signal. These three advantages of sample and hold circuit is sample circuit can increase the accuracy of analog measurement and can also reduce the noise distortion in output signal also. Here some of the limitations of sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuits can introduce errors due to capacitor leakage or switch resistance. The hold time can also affect the performance as it must be long enough to all for processing. The limitations are sample to hold the circuit to find out the errors, and hold time can also affect the performance as it must be long enough to allow for processing. Additionally, the speed of switch affects the maximum frequency that can be accurately sampled. Design consideration of sample and hold circuit. When designing a sample and hold circuit, it is crucial to select appropriate components for speed and accuracy. To design the sample and hold circuit, they should be selected the specified component for speed and accuracy. The choice of Here the conclusion of sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuits plays a vital role in bridging and gap between analog to digital conversion. That means domain. Understanding their functionality and application is essential for efficient circuit design. As technology advanced, sample and hold circuit continues to evolve, enhancing their performance and utility. Thank you, sir.